E benvenuti e bentornati su Go Italia. Abbiamo la possibilità di andare direttamente a trovare la legittima pretesa, la nave ammiraglia della soluzioni della zia. Quindi possiamo andare direttamente da questa nave.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically grey consultants who labor with committee to assign.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway? Some finite indentured, have a profitable day.
Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the protectorate decide what its subjects get, we
These rats are due for Eden. Where are the ones bound for Prader?
You look unfortified.
Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full ranks. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Oh, good. Someone competent and undemanding. If the Raps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck, unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at market compliance.
Ah, beh.
In turn, is behind the value-added esplanade next to the entrance to head office tower. See any Raps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
I've exterminated my share of dim-witted life.
Simpaticissimo, simpaticissimo.
Before us doesn't sound very sporting.
with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, unlike to dear of the occasional frivolity. No, I too enjoy spectating.
No. Un po' sensibile sta arma.
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. You're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. Well, you're in luck. Auntie's Choice is hiring outside contractors, and an Earth Directorate agent should fit the bill nicely. Well, still need to check her record, I'm afraid. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time, unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're clearly a valued partner of Auntie's Choice, but your standing with us could be higher if you accepted our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Ah, a shrewd negotiator. He'll fit right in. If it'll help seal the deal, I can throw in. Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, make your way through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk for details on our exciting contract opportunity.
Altre missioni in arrivo, sono convinto.
I should be nice to you. You'll probably be my manager someday.
Come sente là? Non so.
This area is for client intake specialists only. Oh, I admire your go where I want attitude.
Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the first of many rivals. But that
By entering further, you waive all rights and claims to anatomy, appearance, and so-called intellectual property. See fine print on entry manual pages 368 to 474 for details.
throughout the galaxy. But we do so knowing you persist, well fortified by our products. So strive, thrive, survive. Armed with anti-choice. Trust your anti.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to...
Right back at you! Tranicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Just want to say I'm a big fan of your work.
For profit forecast time.
Prendiamo il treno? Ah. Acquisizione clienti?
Development. The Borscht Loaf and the ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's choice departments.
Hey, you. I heard an Inez Silong was traveling with someone matching your description, but she ain't here, evidently.
Artificial means. At Auntie's choice, we strive to be 110%
I do indeed. I was hired by a soldier named Ortiz to find her. And well, reckon this is close enough. Here, take this cartridge and deliver it to her.
Through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable.
Couldn't tell you. The client paid extra for complete confidentiality and prompt delivery. Until next time.
Attention, any and all go-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my...
No.
Test it somewhere else.
Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted, unnamed, and clearly uninformed position. What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's choice? Take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter, daredevil, self-determinativist, or hero of meritocracy into Auntie's choice esteemed and valuable...
It's the hotshot for hire from the wireless.
You will live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurist, and help bring Auntie Cleo's...
Feels like a glimpse of Arcadia's future, if Auntie's choice has its way.
Auntie's choice delivers the unimaginable...
You there! Yes, you! Name a food, any food, and I guarantee I got it. Absolutely hot, cold, lukewarm.
Plus, as part of Auntie's family, your purchases drive our perpetual growth...
You there! Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing. Feeling queasy? Seeing spots? Made by the finest of Auntie's apothecaries. Don't worry.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume.
With Auntie's choice.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
Fearless leader known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional...
Non mi sto posto, eh?
Step right up for the most exorbitant
Sorry.
medical care money can buy. We cure all physical ails. Mostly. Stay absolutely still. I haven't lost a patient in weeks, but I'm due any time now. There you are. Don't keep out of harm's way. I have a family.
My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes.
Have a profitable day.
Prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have those then? Oh, and...
I appreciate your business, but welding your hand to things, working hard or
Ever read the
hardly
Middle
working?
Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
To Auntie, our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed.
Ever miss a limited time offer and wonder about how your life would have been?
Last week's contest between the Easy Heel loafers and Spectrum brand bandits. I pit our least bankable tossball against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 bats benched, they'd
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Our tossball
samples for malnutritious tobacco.
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples! Complimentary purple berry purple...
Any day of the fiscal week. Even with
samples for malnutritious tobacco line.
They'd forfeit by middle time. It would be an embarrassment.
Just want to say I'm a big
the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential.
What do you think's getting this big promotion?
Here we are.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk. To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. Imagine the benefits of having both the Order and Auntie's Choice. Then there's always the capital. As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. I was also going to suggest improving your oratories, certainly. Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, if price matters, there's the bottom runger. Dingy little watering hole on the Esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. Probably. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, you know, but I refused. Too gauche. You'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade. Oh, answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's Choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say...
Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in IDA, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. IDAs help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, that's right, a life filled with action, adventure, riches, and romance awaits. Being an IDA will see all of your fantastical dreams come true. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price.
What the?
Don't wait for a line to form in front of you. Availability is severely limited. Let this be the first courageous leap you make.
Commander,
Sì.
wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave.
Esatto.
From Ortiz and, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the others got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me?
Sì.
Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him. But I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position.
Procediamo?
Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted.
Sì, si sta trasformando, mi sa. O peggio.
When I got to the lab, but something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you're doing is, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying.
Già.
As he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that.
Lo faremo, non ti preoccupare. C'è una missione. Sì. Ines, stai bene?
I don't even know how to answer that. I thought I might be able to see him again when all this was over.
È fidanzato, quindi. Già.
All I can think to do now is get... Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
Operational budget for the next fiscal year. Credit where it's due.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the Undisputed Claim. Well, it was those ill-fated pieces.
Macello.
I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice.
Proprio così, è un vero piacere averti qui e lasciami dire che sono più felice di darti il benvenuto alla soluzione della zia. Ottimo, di cosa avete bisogno?
By Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Vabbè, ci sto, dai. E cosa dovrebbe fare di preciso questo consulente? Deve essere la nostra risorsa sul campo, agire da rappresentante e se necessario eliminare la concorrenza. Ecco, ho in mente un piano, una visione che cambierà per sempre il destino. Certo Charles, la tua visione sta insieme a me, un gruppo di ricercatori, una schiera di esperti pubblicitari, un marchingegno con plutronico grande quanto una luna, ovviamente la zia.
Don't allow our banter to fool you. We are valued colleagues who, under normal circumstances, hold each other in the highest esteem.
So true. This particular effort has our nerves a bit high-strung, but we'll still exchange Spratwurst platters come the 10th day of presents for Auntie's birthday.
Ok, qual è il mio ruolo in questa storia?
Demonstrate some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on...
Su Prader dobbiamo andare?
Correctly. They're having something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
Sono in ibernazione stasi o c'è sotto qualcos'altro?
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange.
Ah, sciopero.
Satisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
Stanno scioperando, un vero e proprio sciopero dei lavoratori.
You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this? I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes. Negotiate. As in, give in to some of their demands. Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't. Because
no, non vogliono negoziare.
That's exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability. No, of course not. We just can't be seen violating a tenet as fundamental to anti-society as employees better do their void-damned jobs.
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement and we can disavow it.
Andiamo a dire di parlarci. Dobbiamo fare forza fuori, Spero.
Which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Aspetta, se ci andiamo con... vabbè. Questa è un'altra missione che dovremo fare. Ok, interrompi lo sciopero. Non mi piace sta storia, non mi posso dire che non mi piace. Posso? Torniamo alla... porca miseria, alla incognito. No, aspetta. Che dobbiamo... cioè, non possiamo tornare qua. Esatto.
Funicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Pluralism is the foundation that Auntie's
Interrompi lo sciopero, dice.
Because we worship it, but because of our system's glorious efficacy, while the protectorate decide what it
Lo sciopero dove? Ah sì, abbiamo detto su quel pianeta. Allora devo farci un attimino. Devo andarci un attimino allora, per forza, a quanto sembra. comunque è un pianeta nuovo, Prader. Scendiamo giù.
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the matriarch and first sovereign are buried. It's the Protectorate, Commander. What they say publicly and what is actually true ain't usually the same. Zeb left out the mission parameters, probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous at the tomb, the better.
E questa è un'altra missione, compagno.
It's happening now.
Le sbobbinerò troppo. Vabbè, scendiamo giù.
Don't know about you, but that screams experimental rift lab facility to me.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade.
50 bits, that's where we'll find the rift modulator.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of
Andiamo giù, così non moriamo che stavolta. Abbiamo anche avviato anche i compagni. Un lungo viaggio che vi risparmierò.
Sites I'd never imagined to actually see. Folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Prader would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure. The grounding station was built to help manage and offset the lightning that illuminates the sky and scorches the ground without pause or penance. They also used the station for a number of experiments that they ultimately lacked the capacity to complete. But, suffice it to say, we far exceeded those limitations. Nevertheless, the Exemplar is in need of help to complete his research, and our small squad lacks the manpower to provide it.
Ok, mi fa sempre piacere aiutare l'ordine. Dove posso trovare l'esemplare?
The hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position. There is a trail that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach.
Ah, ok, grazie. Oh, grazie che non ci uccide. Grazie. Ma come? Ma... ha fatto lo scherzino? Ha fatto lo scherzino sto stronzo? Sto del termine? Ma dai! Vabbè.
If you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate.
Greetings, unaffiliated individual? Could you be a freelancer? A gun for hire? Very well.
Tutti che ci vogliono offrire un lavoro? Incredibile sta roba.
Position positively infested with raptidons. If you exterminate the lot of them, I'll upgrade your base. Oh, this is so exciting. I can feel the rate of my blood flow increasing.
No, io, a parte che ho sempre la stessa mission, me ne frega di queste altre che non le porterò manco nel canale perché sono proprio missioni stupide. E c'ho sempre interrompi lo sciopero in realtà. Vedi, però credo di qua a questo punto, ma non sono sicuro. Vediamo la mappa. Mi sa di no, mi sa che ho sbagliato. Sì. Se riesco a uscirne indenno. Ok, vabbè, in realtà... Ok, vabbè. Posso fare tutte e due comunque, sono di passaggio. Spero. Che... Ok, immaginavo che fosse abbastanza easy. Ok. Continuiamo? Possiamo continuare, non lo so. Pareva altri problemi. Vespe giganti, antivespa. Sì, come li elimino qua? Ah, non lo so. Sonnito. Bene così, oppure stiamo qua tra tutto il tempo? Ok, vediamo di capire un attimo dove cacchio devo andare. Posso scavalcare a sto punto? Non so, io salgo. Sì, mi sembra che la direzione è corretta, al di là delle maledette vespone qua. Mi avete rotto? Altre. Ok. Ci facci la guerra. Va bene. Avanti. Cavolo. Messaggi. Ok, avevamo anche un'altra missione in realtà, però l'ho ricalibrato, ma non per sbaglio, così mi sono ritrovato per sbaglio qua dentro. Allora, direzione è questa qua, quindi non da di là. Non da di là, non so come devo fare, però non da qua. Sembra che di qua si può andare. A meno che non salgo qua sopra, può essere. No, non credo, non credo. No, non penso. Però Diciamo che dovrei continuare di qua, credo. Vediamo un po'. Me che ho accettato sta missione di merda. Colpa mia. Vabbè. Ok. Parte la bonifica della grotta qua. Ma come? Ma se stava qui... Ah, ok, eccola qua.
You've returned. Are the Raptidons vanquished? Oh, incredible. Then, as the prime requisitionist...
Vabbè. Ok, andiamo qui. Credo per logica. Logica, ci sia molta logica in questo gioco, ma comunque almeno per mappa, ecco, diciamo così, dovrebbe, credo, stare in questa direzione, però sicurezza non ne ho, anche perché qua vedo che sta salendo. Boh. No. Le pelotas, vabbè. Ci arriveremo, prima o poi. Mi sento che ci arriveremo. Comunque, esploriamo.
You're about to enter territory controlled by Auntie's
Nice of you to
choice.
shoulder a bit of the
Act
work.
accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a raptor.
Ok. Credo che...
You know, I reckon on this little chompy.
Ai. Poi capiremo meglio gli eventi di questo pianeta. Ok, centro di qualificazione prodotti pregiati della zia, dice. Come non voglio rubare niente, tanto stiamo pieno di roba. Sinceramente non devo rubare niente. Lo sciopero sta lì, si vede, stanno in piedi. Ecco qua, stanno scioperando. Sono 4 di loro comunque. Vabbè, però lo sciopero c'è. Bravo. E quindi? E se invece facessi fuori i sicari?
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause?
Che sta succedendo qui?
We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves.
Questo è il motivo dello sciopero? Siete stanchi di essere trattati come schiavi?
We need the proletariat to yield to, worker subjugation by xenophobic proxy? No, that ain't right. But it's something that sounds super fancy when Will explains it. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs. I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you with no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a drink at a time. Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days. No more bottles on factory floors. Time for unlocked bathroom doors.
Vabbè, devo un attimo capire che devo fare, poi ci aggiorniamo fra pochissimo. Cose ci sono salito qua sopra, vediamo un attimo.
No more bottles on factory floors. Time for unlocked bathroom doors.
Non sarà facile, quanto sembra.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans. Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days.
Qua, magari. Sì.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulants.
Ok, vedo un passaggio.
This ain't like any negotiation I ever been a part of. Not that I've been part of many.
Siamo infiltrati. Finirà malissimo, già lo so.
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned, non-employee professional caller coming out! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Ok, la porta principale l'abbiamo aperta. Allora, dobbiamo tutto perché se ne frega. Non possiamo sbloccare un cacchio. Siamo sopra?
Machines have been out for a week. Can't believe what I'm. Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the... Some ne'er-do-wells have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau City, they would face grave consequences.
I reckon she's got her wires crossed. Basic dignity is what Auntie's Choice promised us when we signed up, so long as we were good at our work. And while we might have faced grave consequences back on Tau Ceti, it was under old management, who were trounced rather thoroughly in the end, I might add.
Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. What? No, that would never... Well, actually whipping them might keep them awake and on task better than the adrena time we give them. Why, the nerve you have. I am running this facility because I am an invaluable resource. Because I am indispensable to Auntie's efforts. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distance. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder, not down it. I am a very important upper, middle, lower man.
Dialoghi di questi qua sono tosti,
The names and faces of my peons. Their value is in providing their minuscule contribution to this mighty and prestigious corporation. And by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished masses can fill. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
We don't want to make demands! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for adrena time! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office, and we're definitely making her miserable.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can charge us for stimulates!
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Then what in law's name are you doing here? Well, that certainly is unexpected, and potentially wonderful. Assuming, of course, you can actually help us. Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is, poor, labor retention techniques? What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that. Right. Exactly. The conditions under which Auntie extracts our labor is, unacceptable. They're, They're egregious, even.
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the Undisputed Claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties. No, I'm just a fellow underling suffering the corporate grind who saw the plight of these poor folk and needed to help them make a fair and reasonable deal.
That's right. Leo has been an absolute wealth of what's what. Without him, we would still be toiling
under the yoke of oppressive undervaluation due to monstrous mismanagement.
Right, that.
Me? Why, my only motivation is...
Now hold it right there. We aren't here to talk about Leo. We're here to talk about what it's going to take to make us get back to work, right? Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your trying. I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add makes some part of our lives a whole lot easier.
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets? To be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? 12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. While it's true that data shows higher worker productivity on sleep than on stims, I never imagined restful production being more cost-effective than longer hours. That would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger bonuses from me, which should be more than enough to make up for the drop in hourly production. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. Somewhere? Oh, that actually explains the odor in storage room 3. I never imagined they might be... I'll get the door unlocked immediately, and cleaning crews dispatched. What more do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. And more work means more profit. More than enough to cover the cost of the stims. I see your angle now, and it certainly is a shrewd one. You are Auntie's material for sure. Done. Is there more they ask? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. A most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation? Excellent. What progress have you made? That must have been quite the negotiation. Oh, my people can't thank you enough. This will be huge for us. Free time to sleep, relax and all? Wonderful. What's next? She willing to see reason? Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and settle for wholesale. You're a miracle worker. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her ankles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all.
Yeah, I was starting to have the same thought.
It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
You did these folk a good turn, Commander. Luck. We'll be seeing more of these negotiations across Arcadia. Bosses will just have to live with it.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
Tramacular, arriving any moment now. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship it, but because of the systems of efficacy, while the protectors decide what is
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manti-was. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new
What's this?
to market?
A little outside consultant humor, perhaps? We've certainly treated you with considerable more respect than our in-house subordinates. You even remember the old Earth corporations? Didn't treat their employees an iota as well. No chance to better yourself at all. Got what you got, which was next to nothing. Now, any other uninformed insights you're looking to share?
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebetted.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report? Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Prater. Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities. Actually, it's only 3. Surely you can handle twice that many tasks. I don't want to sound like the Order, but you could make a list, maybe. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while. I promise you'll never want for compensation while in our employ.
See you when it's done.
Petting zoo.